Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Monday Fun Day, and this is Monday Morning Mindset. And what is mindset and why does it matter? So, mindset is a combination of your thoughts and your feelings that impress into your subconscious, that puts the energy into your body that goes out from you and draws it back to you. And so, it is critically important, the most important thing you can do to start off any day, any week, any experience. And so, the way that I find it most powerful and beneficial for myself is to use an oil with me setting my intention. And this week, our oil is the oil of Helichrysum. Now, Helichrysum is an oil that I use a lot. I use it a lot, and I use it for a lot of different reasons. And yet, rarely do I ever use it specifically for the inhalation. And yet, the inhalation, it's difficult. Well, let me put it this way, it's almost impossible to use the oil without smelling it because it is a very pungent aroma. And so the oil of Helichrysum, take a deep inhalation, hold it at the peak of your breath, and then gently blow out. And if you do that before the application, you actually get a better result with the application. And so Helichrysum is an oil that helps us to overcome the fear of hearing the truth. And so, what does that mean? What is the fear of hearing the truth? Well, what is the truth? What is the truth about you? What is the truth about your ability? What is the truth about what's going on around you? What is the truth? The truth is that you're the one responsible. You're the one responsible for your life, for your world, for your outcomes. And sometimes we don't want to hear that. And so Helichrysum helps us to overcome the fear of hearing that, of knowing that, of that certainty, and allowing us to actually accept it and receive it and get into the place of, could we say, certainty and knowingness that, okay, I am responsible and I'm willing to accept and take that responsibility as a privilege and step into that, doing the very best that I can, being the very best me that I can. And so I have a poem to go with us. I see some people joining me live. Thank you so much for joining me live. And so I don't know for sure who wrote this poem. I think maybe it was written by Rudyard Kipling, but I don't have it written down. So it says, to learn while still a child what this life is meant to be, to know it goes beyond myself. It is so much more than me. To overcome the tragedies, to survive the hardest times, to face these moments filled with pain and still manage to be kind. To fight for those who can't themselves, to share always my light with those who wander in the dark, to love with all my might. To still stand up with courage, though standing on my own, to still get up and face each day, even when I feel alone. To try to understand the ones that no one cares to know, and make them feel some value when the world has let them go. To be an anchor strong and true, that person loyal to the end, to be a constant source of hope to my family and my friend. To live a life of decency, to share my heart and soul, to always say I'm sorry when I've harmed both friend and foe. To be proud of who I've tried to be. And this life I chose to live, to make the most of every day by giving all I have to give to me. That's what this life ought to be. To me, that's what it's for, to take what God has given me and to make it so much more. To live a life that matters, to be someone of great worth. To love and be loved in return and make my mark. And I thought that poem was quite beautiful, and that it goes very nicely with this whole concept of Helichrysum and the emotional aspect of being able to overcome that fear of hearing the truth of our own responsibility and being so open to holding the possibility of what I can be and how I can be the very best every single day. So thank you so much for joining me, and you have an absolutely amazing, wonderful week. Bye for now.